Hey, it's me again. I was just gonna pop on here and talk about what you want to be when you grow up. Mainly, this interests me because I am currently 26 years old and I have not got a fucking clue. Um, it's always funny when people ask me what I'm gonna do with my major, which is English, and it always makes me stop because I'm like, I don't know. I mean, if you would have asked me when I was like 6, I could have told you exactly what I was gonna do and what I was gonna be and where I was gonna go to school. I mean, at one point in time, I was gonna be a linesman for the Miami Dolphins, and at another time, I was gonna be a teacher that went to Harvard, and I was gonna be this astronaut, this carpenter, and I mean, I had a lot of kind of things that I wanted to do, and I was always so sure. You know how when you're little and you're always so sure. You ask a little kid what they want to be when they grow up, and it's not like, oh, I think, or I don't know. They're always so sure. You ask a little kid, and they're like, oh my god, I'm gonna be a fireman. There's no question about it. That's just what they're gonna be. And while you may get some kids that are just not really in touch with reality yet, but I mean, when a kid comes up to you and says, I want to be a tap dancing bagpiper, you're not going to say, hey, you can't do that. That's weird. I don't know how many kids would say that, but that's okay. So I always stop when people ask me, what are you going to do with an English major? And I'm like, I don't have a clue. The only thing I've ever really consistently wanted to do for any length of time was write. And I don't need a degree to do that. I mean, there are plenty of writers out there that have never graduated college. I'm sure there's some that haven't graduated high school. So I don't need the degree. I'm getting the degree for like something else. I don't know what else right now. But just for something else. To prove that I can, mostly. And so, like, I stop. I mean, people ask me, what are you going to do? And I'm like, I don't know. I honestly just don't know. Maybe, I mean, everyone's like, oh, well, you could go to another country and teach English. And I was like, yeah, I could, but I probably won't. I mean, I could become a scholar, I could become a college professor, I could teach English in elementary school. I could. I could write the next Avenue Q. I'm probably not going to because I don't really have a lot of talent with music, but I could. And I think that's like the thing that gets me because like I have friends that have degrees and they're not doing anything with their degrees. I mean, they got decent jobs, but it's not in the field that they went to school for. It's just the fact that you have a college degree that sometimes gets you places. And I mean, that's stupid. I don't like that, but that's just the way it is right now. If you prove to somebody that you can go someplace and teach yourself for 4 years, because let's face it, that's what you're doing at college. You don't have these people standing over you giving you grades for every little thing anymore. But if you can go somewhere for 4 years and teach yourself this stuff, then you've proved that you can teach yourself something. And so you can go into any profession at that point in time and just teach yourself what you have to do. And I think that's more important to the employers than what your degree is actually in. Except for some things. They really want you to have a degree in engineering if you want to be an engineer. But yeah, so I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want to be. I don't know what I want to do. I want to write. And I've always written. And I'll continue to always write. And if I don't ever get published, then I don't ever get published. But that's what I want. I want to write. And travel eventually. maybe not work in the service industry. I apologize for the massive paleness, but the sun has not shined here in about 3 months. And if I seem like I play with my hair an awful lot, I do, because it's too long. I'm growing it out, and it's driving me kind of completely insane. How long? You would never believe that I was bald in August. Anyway, that being said, I'm gonna go now and upload this, and that's it. I want to hear what you guys wanted to do. What did you want to do when you grew up, or what do you want to do when you grow up? Leave it down in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys later and stuff. Have a good weekend.